to this time, I used to be very weak. I used to be very afraid, and I used to be very emotional, even though I've always been confident in myself. Until something happened to me on 3 different occasions. In fact, the first 2 occasions couldn't make me strong until the third one happened. That was when I knew that really these things kept happening, even though they took different forms. But it was the third occasion that I discovered that this thing kept happening so that something can happen to me for my own good. Something can happen to me for my own advantage. I think the first occasion took place like 15 years ago. And then the second occasion took place like 6 years ago. And the third occasion took place in 2024, just last year. And trust me, the third occasion last year really made me strong. It was during the third occasion of that incident that I told myself, this thing will not happen again. I remember standing at a particular place and I said to myself, Destiny, you need to be victorious, and you need to be victorious now. That was when I discovered that these things actually came to make me stronger. That was when I discovered that the repetition of this thing is not just because Satan was powerful or Satan is powerful, but that there is something God wanted to use this consistent reoccurrence of battles to do in my life. And what was that? God needed me to become stronger. He needed me to become a particular version that is suitable for a particular assignment. And so he pushed me into enough fire on time. I didn't discover what the fire was supposed to do for me and was supposed to do with me in the first 2 occasions. But in the third occasion, I really discovered that even though it was Satan, but God allowed it because there is something he wants to use it to do for me. I'm making this video because I want to let believers know that not all battles came to swallow you. Some battles came to make you stronger. Not all battles came to destroy you. Some battles came to bring out a better version of you. God permits some things in your life so that it can push you to the place where you will tell yourself, I don't need to be like this anymore. You will tell yourself, it is time I graduate from this class of life. It is time I graduate from this class of person. Not all battles come to swallow you. Not all of the things that is not looking very pleasant comes to take your life. Some of them are things that God is the one permitting because he wants to make you strong. You know, you don't teach a man how to swim by keeping him to watch you swim. You teach a man how to swim by taking the man into the waters. He will drink water, he will feel afraid, he will be scared, he will be shaking, but at the end of the day, he will be able to swim. These 3 occasions of battles I had to fight and I won in this my short life, I've discovered that God permits battles in the life of a believer for 2 very important reasons. One, I already spoke about it, is that he wants to make you strong. There are things God wants to do with your life that this version of you cannot fit in. This version of you cannot serve. This version of you is not suitable. It needs you to grow thick skin. I mean thick skin enough to be able to withstand pressure, to be able to withstand the adversaries, to be able to withstand accusations, to be able to withstand all kinds and manners of things. That you will not hear things and go and kill yourself. You won't hear things or see things and then you go and deny God and go and curse God. Like Job's wife said to Job, he said, curse God and die. God wants to make you strong so that irrespective of whatever comes your way, when he begins an assignment with you, he will be so sure that you have a thick skin enough to stand every bite. That your skin is thick enough that whatever teeth comes to bite you, you can withstand it and Jesus still remains Lord. The second important reason I noticed or I discovered that God permits battles in the life of a believer for is that God wants to boast with us. Oh my God. God wants to boast with you. You know, he said to Satan, he said, this is Job, my servant. He trusts me. He loves me. Do whatever you think you can do to him. He won't deny me, but don't take his life. Satan did all he could to Job, and Job did not disappoint God. God was boasting with Job because he knows that by multiples of the things that Job has been through, his skin is thick enough. Grow thick skin. Come up hither. There is a version of you that God is waiting for. So come up hither. Become stronger. Don't let the things that God wants to use to give you a rank now become the reason why you sink. Battles are not sweet. I will be very sincere with you. Waiting is painful. I will be very sincere with you. But if you can make God proud, if you can hold on to Jesus, if you can make him make boast with you, there is something you want to do with you. There is something you want to do with your testimony. There is something you want to do with your victory. He's not just going to give you testimony so that only you can overcome. He's going to give you testimonies that is going to serve as the rock for others' testimonies. That battle is not to your destruction. It is for your victory and for the victory of so many.